A very good evening to all. My name is Alvina Hashmi. In the previous video, I have explained you about the French Revolution, that what were its causes, why it was held, and what were his impact. In today's video, I will tell you about the Romantic era. That what is the term Romanticism? So this was a period that occurred in Europe in the late 18th century from 1798 to 1837 AD, and in this particular period a movement was held. What was the movement? An artistic, intellectual, musical movement that emerged in Europe in this particular period, and it gave rise to a new era. And what was this era? Romanticism. So in this particular period, a very delighting poetry emerged. Many prominent poets that were William Wordsworth, Samuel Taylor Coleridge, William Blake, John Keats. These were the famous poets during this period. And this period was started with the publication of the lyrical ballad. This was a joint work of William Wordsworth and Samuel Taylor Coleridge. In this particular poem, in this publication, 23 poems were published, and 19 poems were written by Wordsworth and 4 by Coleridge. So, with the publication of this lyrical ballad, Romantic era started. And what were the main characteristics of their poetry? They were based on nature, emotions, feeling. In the previous era, there was no emphasis on nature, but during this Romantic era, the poet who emerged, they write on nature. They feel a connection between nature and human being. भाई रोमांटिक एरा में ऐसी पोइट्री लिखी जाती थी जिसमें ह्यूमन बीइंग और नेचर का कनेक्शन दिखाई देता था. इमेजिनेशन, ब्यूटी, these things were emphasized in Romantic era, and Wordsworth were known as the famous nature poet because his work were basically on nature. He feel a connections with nature. Tintin Abbey was his famous work that was published in the lyrical ballad also. And in this particular period, there was no practicality, you can say. All the poems were based on nature. Emphasis is being given on nature. That is why this era is known as the Romantic era, because the poems which were published in this particular era were based on nature. So, and the most famous poet of this particular period was William Wordsworth. So, Romanticism start with the publication of the lyrical ballad in 1798 with the joint work of Wordsworth and Coleridge. Wordsworth, Tintin Abbey, and Coleridge, Rime of the Asian Mariner, were published in this volume of poems. And after that, John Keats, Shelley, William Blake, they come and write beautiful poems. But this era started with the publication of the lyrical ballad. This thing is very important. It must be asked in your UGC NET exam that which publication was held during the Romantic period, or it can be asked lyrical ballad was published in which era. So I hope all of you understand this topic. Please like, share and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to press the bell icon for the latest update. Thank you.